Hey everybody, GP here, and it's kind of tapping week. I've also done a lot of videos on non-duality. It's kind of a video week, but I want to do some tapping videos, get right into the tapping. And there's nothing more fundamental for all of us than this sense of I'm not enough. And it could take so many different forms. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not resourceful enough. I'm not creative enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not handsome enough. I'm not smart enough. It takes many, many different forms. But there's something that happens to most of us when we're young, where we just get this feeling of not being equal to the moment, not equal being to the circumstances. The reality is life has equipped you with absolutely everything you need to deal with whatever comes along in your life. We don't necessarily have access to that inner resources because we are carrying around this self-image of not being enough. So what I do is I want to just tap directly on that and see if we can loosen it up. And I just want you to think for a second about some part of your life where you just aren't enough. You just don't feel like you're cutting it. You're not good enough or smart enough or pretty enough or whatever, thin enough, whatever it might be. I want you to think about that and just what it feels like to not be enough. And we're not going to fight it. You know, I use EFT. This is MasterHEART EFT, not regular EFT, and I use it in conjunction with inner reconciliation. We're not going to fight the energy system and the pattern that it's in. We're going to work with it. We're going to coax the little woodland creatures out of the forest and out into the clearing. So let's start right here on the karate chop point. Even though I'm not enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm not enough, I've never been enough, I'm never going to be enough, I totally accept myself just the way I am. Even though I'm not enough, in so many aspects of my life, I'm just not enough, just inadequate, incompetent. I totally accept who I am and where I am and why I am. And I love myself anyway. Let's tap to the points. I'm not enough. I'm never going to be enough. I just don't have what it takes. I'm just not adequate for the situation. No wonder I run away from things. I know I'm not going to be enough. I'm just not enough. I need to run away from situations. So then everybody's going to see I'm not enough. Then I'll be more than just not enough. I'll be humiliated for not being enough. I totally accept this. I'm not enough. I totally, what else am I supposed to do? If it's the truth, it's the truth. You can't fight with the truth. I totally accept this not being enough. I totally accept being able to love myself anyway. Take a deep breath. Now notice all I did was voice your deepest fear that you're not enough. Right? There it is, out in the open. And now just look again at that feeling you had about not being enough in whatever aspect of your life. Do you still feel not as enough, or has that kind of gone down? It's kind of, the sting's been kind of taken out of it. That's what happens when you begin to reconcile with the position, the stuck position that your energy system is in. If you fight with it, it'll get stronger. If you agree with it and just move right into it on its terms, you've begun the process of reconciling it, and that communicates a beautiful message of safety, which is what tapping is doing. It's physically communicating to your nervous system. It's safe. All right, let's do another round on that. And just this time, just open up to a different way of looking at things. Not forcing anything, but just opening it up. So, starting on the karate chop point. Even though I'm not enough, I'm open to the possibility that I could grow into being enough. Even though I'm not enough, and it probably never will be, I'm open to the possibility maybe I could be. That maybe there's hope for me. So even though I'm not enough right now, maybe that won't always be true. I'm certainly open to that. Let's tap to the points. Yeah, I'm not enough. Most things I'm just not very good at. But I couldn't talk at one time. And I couldn't walk. And I couldn't tie my shoes. There's a lot of things that I couldn't do once. I couldn't add a column of numbers. Couldn't make a purchase in a store. There's a lot of things I couldn't do. And I can do them now. A lot of things that I wasn't enough for. And now I am. Maybe this idea I'm not enough just kind of got stuck somewhere. Maybe it's just not true. Maybe it's just parts of me that are yet to be discovered. If I'm not enough, I totally accept it. I'm not going to be enough in everything. But I don't want to be enough in everything. Just in the things that matter to me. So I'm willing to let go of this idea, this belief that I'm not enough. It doesn't feel quite as true. I know my nervous system has been implementing it as if it were true, which is very powerful. Makes it seem totally true. I'm going to give my nervous system new instructions now. If it's really true, okay, fine. But if it's not true, I want you to remove it from every part of me, from every cell, from every fiber of my being, from my bones, from my DNA, from going as far back in the past as I go, as far into the future as I might go. Remove every vestige of it, physically, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. I know you can do this, and we can just feel like we are enough for whatever it is we need. Thank you for taking such good care of me. I love you. Deep breath. So how does it feel now? Just really check in with yourself and see how it feels now. All we're doing is opening up the possibility. You see, what happens is your nervous system gets stuck in a position that it feels its job is to implement this position, because if it doesn't, you're not going to be safe. But if you're constantly communicating, it's okay. It's safe. We can consider another point of view. Your nervous system is so smart that if you really run into danger, it's going to shut you down. The problem is it's shutting you down from danger that is imaginary and not real. And so we're just allowing our whole inner world to open up and kind of put its foot in the water. See if things are as bad as we thought they were. And that's how the whole system opens up. And that's the reason I use EFT, is because it's a way of communicating through touch that you're safe. So I hope you're enjoying these EFT videos. I hope you'll join me in the class I have coming up. If you're listening to these videos a long time in the future, the class is available as a home study download. So I hope you'll check it out. The whole series about, we're going to cover money and anxiety and safety and living your dreams and unconditional happiness, which is really what it's all about. So until later, this is GP Walsh. Namaste.